decisive person. You do not want to be my waiter. It's terrible. It's very annoying. But it wasn't the case with Deb. When I met Deb, like really early on, I just knew we were going to spend the rest of our lives together. I just knew it in my bones. I'm fully aware that that sounds like something someone would say when their wife is sitting in seat J12. But she really is. But let me give you an example. Wolverine. Okay, so we've got some Wolverine fans here tonight. I hope you're not only Wolverine fans, because it could be a long night, but I know when I say Wolverine, most people think of this. Thank you. And it's easy to look at the 9 movies, the 17 years, but I want to take you back to X-Men 1. The year was 1999. We were 5 weeks into shooting, and I was on the verge of getting fired, really. I haven't obviously told this story a lot before. I remember the head of the studio, he flew up, he took me out for lunch while we were filming, and he said to me, he goes, look, we're worried, we're just not seeing on camera what we saw in the audition. It's like there's a lampshade over the light. And I was really freaking out. He said a lot of other stuff that I don't remember. The very next day, the director said exactly the same thing to me. Even the whole lampshade over the light, the whole thing. And I was like, oh my God, I was angry, I was humiliated. I thought I was going to get fired. This was the biggest break of my life up to this point. And I went home that weekend and I was complaining to Deb about everything, this person, that person. I'd never read a comic book, all this stuff, right? And after listening to me very patiently for about an hour, Deb just said to me, babe, you've just got to trust yourself. I think you're worrying way too much about what everybody else is thinking. I would go back to the start, focus on the character, and trust your instincts. You've got this. And she was right. And, you know, to me, that is love. Someone who believes in you even when you don't really believe in yourself. And this whole show is dedicated to Deb and the kids. But right now, I would like to sing the song to which we had our first waltz at our wedding. When somebody loves you, it's no good unless she loves you. All the way, happy to be near you when you need someone to cheer you. That's how it's gotta feel. Deeper than the deep blue seas. That's how deep it goes, if it's real. But if you let me love you, it's for sure I'm gonna love you. If I ever want to describe Deb to someone who's never met her, I tell the story of us at the Peninsula Hotel in Los Angeles. They had a restaurant in the lobby. It's a very swanky 5-star restaurant. And we were sitting in a booth next to each other. And on the other side of the restaurant, there was this very debonair gentleman in a suit and tie. He was standing over there and he had this slight smile on his face looking directly at Deb. And I didn't recognize him, right? But I looked over to Deb. And she had this look on her face that I've seen many times before. It's a look of panic. It's that look of, oh, I know this guy. Oh, I can't remember where I met him. What's his name? What's his name? Oh, this is so embarrassing. Please don't come over. Please don't. And he starts to come over. Right? And as he comes over, he reaches out his hand, and Deb just can't take it any longer. So she leaps up out of the booth, crosses to him, gives him a massive hug. Darling, how are you? Haven't seen you for so long. How's the family? How's everyone doing? There's this really awkward silence as they part because the guy just kept reaching his hand to our table to pick up our plates because he was the waiter. That's my baby. When somebody needs you, it's no good unless she needs you. All up some brownie points there. Nice one. I can see a few guys in the audience. They're like, terrific. Thanks, pal. Great. What am I going to do when I get home? Right? Want a cup of tea? Like, great, thanks. All of a sudden. I like it. We're back. Here it comes. So, a lot of young people on their bedroom walls have posters of sports stars, rock stars, whatever, but not me. When I was young, I had a map of the world next to my bed, and I used to lie in bed and just dream of all the places I would get to go to when I was old enough to do it. Actually, that's not 100% true. I did have a poster of Olivia Newton-John on my wall for about a year in the, I'm going to say, let's get physical kind of era. And I did kiss... Sorry, Deb, I'm just going to have to say it. I did kiss that poster every morning and every night. And on the theme of careful what you wish for, check this out. Deb, Olivia, Deb. Manifestation. But honestly, by the time I turned 18, I just couldn't wait to get out. There wasn't a train, a plane, a bus, a hitchhike. I mean, trust me when I say this. That I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I cross the desert, man, and I breathe the mountain. I travel in my shame, and I've been to Zurich, Friedberg, Edinburgh, Gettysburg, Vegas, Appenzell, Geneva, Basel, Winthrop, Bristol, Coventry, Bellinzona, Milano, Frauenfeld, Österreich, Groundwood, Edmund, St. Gallen, Montreux, Walsall, Sydney, Leipzig, Ulster. Yes, sir! Cross the desert, man, and I breathe the mountain. I know. I can see it right down here. I know you're reading that off this thing, pal, you know? I can't lie.